Let's talk about all of these together. So some observations. What did you notice with these first three graphs and the numeric slope? What correlates to the 1/4? What correlates to the 2? What correlates to the 2/3? What do you mean by X and Y? Okay, so you're saying go up, then over. So if we go up 1 and then over 4, we get to the next point. Over here, if we go up 2 and then over 3, we get to the next point. What about 2? I go up 2 and then over how many? Oh, okay, up 2 and then over 1, because that's like 2/1. Okay. All right, so I'm going to zoom in on this third graph here. Our slope is 2/3. Watch this. If I go up 2 and over 3, there's another point on the graph. And we could keep doing that over and over. Okay. So you're telling me if we go up and then over, that's how those slopes come about. Okay. How about down here? All of these have negative slopes. So first of all, can you tell me the difference between the negative slope pictures and the positive slope pictures? Oh, so these go up, but these go down? Okay. Is it still like up and over, or I guess, is it down and over? Is that what you mean by down? Okay, so since this is 1/2, we go down 1 and then over 2. Since this is -3/2, we go down 3 and over 2. We go down 3 and over 1. Is that what you mean? Interesting. But do you notice how every time we look at the slope, we go up or down first, and then we go over? Okay. So what I'd like you to do is open to page 5. You should already be there. You can erase and put those back in the middle. That would be excellent. So we are talking about slope. And slope is that pattern that you are recognizing where we can get to other coordinates on our line by following a pattern. And this pattern is called a rate of change. Okay. We're going to call it the slope of our graph. Okay. Now, we are always going to write, and maybe you noticed that, we are going to write our slope as a ratio or a fraction. Okay. It's never going to be a decimal. Maybe it'll be an integer, and that's fine. Okay. But we're going to write it as a ratio or a fraction. Okay. Now, did we go up and down first, or did we go over first? We went up and down first and then over. Okay. So that up and down, that's like a vertical measurement. We call that the rise. Please put rise right there. And then the over, that's like our horizontal movement. We call that the run. Okay. So when we find slope, we are going to make a ratio of rise over run. Rise over run. Say it with me. Rise over run. There's a little more enthusiasm. Rise over run. Say it with me. Rise over run. Okay. the slope is going to remain constant for the same line. So if we have a line with slope 2/3, any 2 points we pick from that line has a slope of 2/3. The slope is the same for the entire line. For the entire line, there is a slope. Okay. Now, I do want you to make sure that the slope is written as a fraction, right? That's what I mean by ratio, but I need you to make sure that you simplify it. Okay. So if you get a slope and you count 6/3, I need you to simplify that. Okay. Don't ask me why. But the letter for slope is M. Well, because all of this stuff was not discovered in the English language. We should change it. All right, Ryan, I'm going to come back to you. All of our graphs with positive slope, what did you describe them as? Lines that went. Okay, so we have 4 different kinds of slope, and this is what we're going to write right here. If we have positive slope, we have a line that is rising, or it's going up and then over. Versus when we have negative slope, we have a line that is falling or going down and then over. Okay, there's 4 different kinds of slope. What else could we have? I like that guess. We could have a line that has 0 slope. 0 slope. It's not sloped up and it's not sloped down. It's just 0. It's flat. What would the other kind be? Oh, yeah, Ryan, straight up and down. And we call this undefined. Okay, so maybe you need some help remembering which is which. So I like to think of, when I think of slopes, where do you go to hit the slopes? You go skiing, right?
No, you go snowboard.
Or, okay, you can snowboard, I'm gonna ski. All right. Now, if I'm going to ski, which slope is going to let me go the fastest? Okay, so it's gonna be nice to ski. Those are my poles. Okay, if I'm skiing, it's gonna go nice on my negative slope. But if I'm on the positive slope, I'm gonna have to work pretty darn hard, right? Puff, puff, I'm working hard. Puff, puff, positive. You laughing, you're gonna say it to yourself one of these days. All right, now if I'm wanting to ski and I hit a flat patch, am I gonna think that that's fun? I don't. 0 fun compared to skiing down a hill with nice negative slope. Brady, what's gonna happen if I try to ski on that very last one? I would be undefined, wouldn't I? You laugh now, it's gonna help you remember it later. Okay. It says, uh-oh. Well, I was.
Well, you're on it.
Well, okay. Thank you. All right, so right here, where it says M equals, I want you to write rise over run. And every graph that you see before you has two coordinates. And we are going to count the rise and the run. Okay. But I also want us to think about if we have positive or negative slope. So let's look at number one. What kind of slope do we have? Positive or negative? Positive. Puff, puff, positive. I would have to work really, really hard to ski up that hill. Okay. So now we're going to count from point to point. Rise over run. I'm going to have to rise 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would have to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rise over run. My slope is a positive 4 over 5. Is that a simple fraction? Simplified fraction? Yep. Done. Boom. Yeah. Bella, what kind of slope do we have in number 2? Look up here. On this graph, we have negative. Okay. If I were to ski on this, would I have to work really hard or would I really be nicely going down? From left to right. I'd have to puff, puff, work really hard. Okay. Just like we read words, we need to read graphs left to right. Okay. So this is a positive slope. Okay. So now if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, and we count 3 over, rise over run, we're going to put 6 over 3. Would that be the answer that I want? No. Harper, what would I want? And what would it be simplified? What's 6 divided by 3? Yeah. Okay. It looks like graphs 3 and 4 are both falling from left to right. If I were to ski on these, would I be working hard or would I be having a lot of fun? Which one would be more fun, 3 or 4? 4. 4 has a steeper slope. Okay. All right. So both of these are nice negative slopes. Okay. So here, when we do rise over run, we can go down. Let's go from this point. Let's go down first, 2, and then we can go over. So our rise was down 2, our run was 6. Okay. And when I say rise over run, okay, rise is like you're in an elevator, vertical. Run, well, when I run on the ground. Yeah. Probably Jada. You said I'm trying to get away from somebody. Thanks. So rise over run, I have 2 over 6. It is negative. Now, 2/6. Is that a simplified fraction? It is? No. Both of those are divisible by 2. So we would want to simplify this to -1/3. Okay. All right. In number 4, if we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it looks like our rise is down 7 and our run is over 4. So we decided it was negative since we're falling. And then our rise over run is that 7/4. I do not want that. I want our fractions to be improper I want them to stay improper if they're improper. So don't change this. I want it to be -7/4. Why don't we change it? Because slope, I need to see the rise over run. If you split it into a mixed number, I can't see the rise and run. Okay.
Are we
All
gonna
right.
eventually have to make into it?
I would like you to try 5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4 problems.
It is 4 problems. Can you do it? No, it's a low for understanding here. 0. There's a difference between 0 and undefined.
That's undefined.
So then you write that word.
That's it.
You're working on these 4 problems at the top of page 6.
Have you ever gone skiing
I have many a time.
and then snowboarding?
No.
You never seen that.
That's not my style.
Snowboarding is way better. Literally, skiing is better. Can't do it.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Wait, what?
What?
I do the homework problem.
Oh, you're so good there, I guess. Samesies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6
Yeah.
is unidentified, and that's what Cora was talking about.
This would actually be 0 slope. I
Yeah,
would have 0 fun on
I
this.
thought you put unidentified. Like you gotta
If
be
it's 0, it's 0. But if it's undefined, it's undefined. There's a difference between these two. One of them's undefined and one of them's 0.
Okay.
All right, number 5. Corin, what's number 5? Slope is undefined. I want you to actually write that. On this page, is there one with 0 slope?
I mean,
Yes, there's 10.
Number 10, I want you to go ahead and write m equals 0. 0 fun to cross country ski. I guess unless you like that, I don't know. 0 fun. Cross country skiing. So 0 fun, 0 slope, okay, but this one's undefined. Okay. Arislin, what'd you get for number 6? Arislin got 1/2. Okay, it looks like there's a rise of 4 and a run of 8. So when she simplified 4 over 8, she got 1/2, and it's positive.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right, Trent, what is our slope for number 7? 3 over 4. So there's a rise of 3 and a run of 4. I'm waiting
On what?
on number 7. Oh. Negative slope. Trent, do you agree with the suggestion of it should be negative slope? Okay, this is a negative slope. It would be nice to ski down that hill. Okay. All right, and then number 8. Oh, let's see. Bronson. 2/5. So we go up 4 and over 10. And so Bronson simplified 4 over 10. Both of those are divisible by 2 to get 2/5. Yes, your homework is page 7. All of it. All of it.